Applications Engineer here at LaserStar Technologies. I'd like to show you how our MotionFX works, how easy it is. MotionFX, we call that MFX here. Now this is a fiber laser, but the MotionFX is available in both fiber and ND-YAG with flash lamp systems. But I'd like to demonstrate how easy it is. So the first thing I'm going to do for you is I'm going to weld these two stainless steel cards together. I'm going to put them in and tack them first, and then we'll weld them. Now I have a setting that works pretty good for this already in my laser. I'm going to put these in here. Okay. And I'm going to use my jog traditional screen to tack them together. So I'm going to enable my joystick, hit the fire button, and now I can move my joystick around and tack and bring it to wherever I want to. Okay. So I'm going to put a few tacks on this. I may have to hold that together first before I tack it. There we go. I'll bring it down. Tack it again. Down. Okay. Let me actually squeeze that down a little bit. Push that down. There we go. All right, now I'm going to flip it over and do the tacks on the other side. Now these cards are not symmetrical, so I'm going to have to move it where I want it. Oh, there's the bottom of the last one. Get some gas in there. There we go. Okay, now that it's tacked together, I'm going to go into a different screen and I'm going to actually teach it to run a line. And that's our teach mode screen right here. And I already have it set for line. We could do line, circle, move, polyline, arc, rectangle. So I need 2 points on that line. So that's my first point right there. Boop, add the point. Bring it down here to the end and add the second point. Here's the end. Add point. Now I'm going to add the shape. There's my line shape. I hit add all and I'm going to go to my main screen. I can do a dry run. Now before I do anything, I want to check my parameters in here. This I have a half a second of gas on delay. That will give me gas for half a second before everything starts. My lasing speed, I have it set to 1.5 millimeter per second. And I have a jump speed, that means moving when it's not lasing, at 5 millimeters per second. So this looks good. I have 4.4 hertz in here, and that should give me a 50% overlap. So let's go dry run first. So on the dry run, it's going to go up to the spot where it starts, and then it's going to do the motion without welding. And there we go. We'll be running the bead here. I could stop it now. Looks like the motion looks good. And I'm going to hit the run. All right, now I'm going to flip it over and I'll teach you to do the other side. I don't have a jig, but if I had a jig, I wouldn't even have to teach it again. So we go back to teach mode. We'll give it a start point and an end point again. Add the point. Land it right there. Add point. Add shape. And add all. Now I'm going to go to my main menu and run it. Okay, now if I want to smooth it out or clean it up, I can make some changes here. Go a little faster, a little less power. And I can even speed up my screen here, my motion. Okay, and we'll go run. And there's our cleaning pass. So now we still have a flat piece inside there, and we're going to do something else in teach mode. First, I'm going to teach it to draw a line, and I'll connect a circle to that line. So here's what we do. Again, we'll add the point. We'll start right there. Add point. We'll finish it here. Add point. We'll add that shape. There's my line. Now, next, I'm going to connect. And I'm going to connect a circle. So I hit circle. And a circle, typically, if I draw a circle alone, it's going to take 3 points. But since I connected it, that will be my first point. So I'm going to come here, drop down another point, come down here, and drop down another point. And we will add that shape. There's my circle. I will add all, and it will write the G code for me. If I come over here, here's our G code. Now, if I need to change something in the G code, I can go back to Edit Programs, and then I can change anything I need to change here. Or I can write the G code straight out if I like. Okay. So now I'm going to make sure my parameters, nothing's changed in there. I still have a gas delay. My jump speed is 5 millimeters per second, and my lasing speed is 0.75 millimeters per second. And again, we can do the dry run. I'm going to start right there. I'm going to do my line. and connect the circle. Okay, looks like it's pretty good. I can stop it and let's run it. Now, if I teach it to do something else, right? Let's just say I leave that alone, I leave it right there, and I come back here and I draw another circle. I can draw a circle inside that last circle. Watch. And it will attach it to the end of that last program. I'm going to add my point here. Add a point. Remember, circle takes 3 points. We'll add the last point, I'll add the shape, add all, and if I start it again, it's going to start it from the beginning, but this time it'll do 2 circles. Again, it's tracing the last one, and as long as the part doesn't move, I have it locked down. It will trace it perfectly. So if we have fixturing, we can lock down the fixturing to the table, and the parts won't move. There it is. All right, and this indicates the G code. I could look at all my G code. All right, next I'd like to show you the auto feed section. So I'm going to just come over here. I'll clear that last thing I did. You can save it to a file on here to pull it up later if you'd like. Right now, I didn't care, so I just erased it. Next is our auto feed. And this will allow me to feed in wire or draw lines or what have you, wherever I need to go. So let's say I want to use my x-axis only. I can indicate the speed here. Again, it was 0.75, right? Oops, 0.75, there we go. All right, now I'm going to put the same in here, 0.7, well, 0.75, okay. Okay, here, minus, okay, here, plus, and we drew a box. Okay, now I can actually use both of these to draw an axis this way, or if I change the direction, whoop, let's go 1. And you'll see the angle changes. Okay. Now on this, we can also use our rotation axis, and we could tell it to the speed in increments of degrees. Here, I can lock down my z-axis, so if I want to make sure that it stays flat and in focus, I'm going to lock that down. I can also use my z-axis. Okay, something else I'd like to show you in the auto feed jog is we have a line and curve mode. Now I can actually fire the laser and use the joystick to move it whichever way I want. Okay, it goes off. Now if I move it slowly, again, I'm in line mode right now. Oh, yeah, I'm in line mode. And I can pretty much draw a straight line, whichever direction I want to go. And I'm doing this with the joystick right now. Whoop. Okay. However, if I want to draw a curve, if I'm in line mode, it's going to kind of flatten that out. So if I'm running a bead like this and trying to do a circle, you see how it's flattening out? All right, but if I go to curve mode, it's going to change all that. And it's going to allow me to draw a nicer circle by hand.